Hey there, I'm Richard Brandt, Modernist Historian, and you're watching Stream It Now. Heads up, Amazon Prime members, more than 100 titles are leaving Prime at the end of the month, or in a handful of cases, more or less leaving, since there are multiple copies of some of those movies on Amazon Prime. But in any case, you won't want to miss such movies as Johnny Depp, Iggy Pop and Tracy Lords, and John Waters' Cry Baby. That wet t-shirt countess Jacqueline Bisset in Peter Yates' The Deep. Sam Shepard in his collaboration with director Wim Wenders' Don't Come Knocking. David Lynch's hallucinatory version of Frank Herbert's Dune. Michael Douglas and Sean Penn in David Fincher's The Game. Vera Farmiga's directing debut in the faith-challenging drama Higher Ground. Oscar winners Gene Hackman and Melvyn Douglas each earned another nomination for Robert Anderson's drama I Never Sang for My Father. Doris Day and Jack Lemmon in the comedy It Happened to Jane, notable for starring Ernie Kovacs in a role where he impersonates Orson Welles' Charles Foster Kane. Gabriel Byrne and Laura Linney in a drama based on a story by Robert Carver, Jindabyne. Maureen O'Sullivan races against time to save her unjustly convicted fiancé Henry Fonda in the 1939 drama Let Us Live. Julie Newmar is Stupefying Jones in the 1959 musical Lil Abner. Norman Reedus stars in the sequel Messengers 2, The Scarecrow. Jon Voight and Dustin Hoffman in John Schlesinger's Best Picture Oscar winner Midnight Cowboy, still the only movie to win an Oscar while at the time being rated X. The Belgian comedy Miss Montigny. Eric Idle's oratorio, based on Monty Python's Life of Brian, not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Still, what seems like an odd piece of casting more than 30 years later, Bill Murray as the hero of Somerset Maugham's The Razor's Edge. Tom Sizemore in the horror thriller Ring Around the Rosie. Bernadette Peters in James Ivory's Slaves of New York. Melvyn Douglas again with Joan Blondell in Alexander Hall's 1938 detective story There's Always a Woman. Gary Cooper and Rita Hayworth and Robert Rawson's gritty western They Came to Cordura. Joe Mantegna and Don Amici shared Best Actor honors at the Venice Film Festival for David Mamet's charming gangster fantasy Things Change. Joe Don Baker stars in Phil Carlson's surprise hit, the Southern Fried Noir/True Story, Walking Tall, the original one from 1973. Mark Ruffalo and Ethan Hawke in the true crime drama What Doesn't Kill You. Oscar winners Colin Firth and Jim Broadbent in the family drama When Did You Last See Your Father? And, just like it's disappearing everywhere else, Zombieland. Now, all told, I have 115 titles today listed at my blog, and those will be updated daily. Not unlike Netflix, Amazon Prime doesn't make its expiring movies easily available. Teams of dedicated volunteers are even now scouring Amazon Prime to make sure we get you all of the expiring titles before you miss them. I'll have that full list updated daily at my blog, and I'll leave a link for you.